Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Angel from Simply Angel Tia. In this video we're going to be working on this very simple scarf for men, and as you can see here, this is something I also decided to make in a very neutral color because it's for my husband, and I have made a few crochet scarves for him on the channel. If you haven't seen those, go check them out. But he likes something that is very neutral so he can wear it with anything. So in this case here, we're making one in this kind of darkish gray color. Very simple stitch. You only have 15 rows that we do here, and it's a combination of different stitches. And as you can see on this one side, this is how it looks like. And if you flip it on the other side, it's a little bit of a different look. So as you can see, this place has these kind of like dented places here, while the other side has the opposite, which is these sections here coming out, protruding out. Okay, so this is what we're gonna be working on. In terms of sizes, I made this for him. It's about 60 inches, about 63 inches long, which is just enough for him. He's about 6'2" in terms of height, so it's a perfect size for him. I could have done longer, but I think it's better that it's not too long for him. Yeah, so this is it here. Look up the sizes of how to get the sizes for different people based on age, and then you can make yours based on the person that you're making it for. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and get our materials and let's go ahead and get started. Okay my lovelies, so I'm gonna talk a little bit about the materials that I use for this scarf. And as you can see here, I have my yarn. This is Azurite 100% acrylic, and this is a lightweight number 3. This color number is 3077, but I will obviously just refer to it as gray because that is what we see here. Recommended hook size for this yarn is 3.5 to 4 millimeter crochet hook, and you get 50 grams or 140 meters with a skein like this. Okay, I'm going to be using 4.25 millimeter crochet hook. It's a G6 US, and it's just a preference to do it a little bit loose so that it's nice and comfortable. I have my scissors here to be able to cut my strands, and I have my tape measure that I'm showing you guys. I don't need it because I'm making one for my husband, so I know what length he's looking for. But for you guys, make sure you can get the length that your people are asking for if you're making it for someone else, and the width as well. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and get started. Okay my lovelies, so I'm going to start the project here, and I'm going to do a sample. As you can see, obviously I've already completed making the scarf that we're going to be working on today. So I'm gonna just show you a sample on how to do these stitches here. That way when you do yours, you don't have to, I'm not doing the whole thing over again. Okay, so I'm gonna start by doing a slip knot just like this, and then I'm going to start by doing a chain of 40 just for the sample. For my scarf here, which is about 63 inches long, I did about 130 chains. Okay, so 130 for my husband who is 6'2", and of course you will work the length based on how long you want the scarf to be. So for my sample here, I'm gonna do a chain of 40. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is my chain of 40 here. Okay, so very small compared to 130 that I completed for the actual scarf that I finished here. And so we're going to start by doing the first row. We are going to skip the two first stitches here, the two first chains, or the, I guess the last ones that we did. So this one here and this one we're gonna skip, and we're gonna go into the third one and complete a double crochet going into the back loop. Okay, so we're gonna go in the back and grab the back loop and then complete our double crochet like that. And then I'm going to go into the next stitch. Again, I'm gonna grab the back of this chain and complete a double crochet just like that. Then I'm gonna do the same thing into the next stitch, and then we do this into every stitch until you get to the end of the row. So please do that, and I'll meet you guys at the end. Okay my lovelies, so I completed my first row here of just double crochets. Okay, so as you can see, this is how it looks like. So this is just this first part here that we've just completed. Okay, so now I'm going to start the next row, and for the next row I'm going to do a chain of 1 and turn. And for this one, we're going to be working half double crochets in the back loop, and this chain one does not count as a stitch, so we're going to go into that chain. Sorry, it counts as a stitch, so we're going to go into the next chain right here next to it and complete a half double crochet in the back loop of these stitches. Okay, and then we're gonna go into the next and complete a half double crochet. Okay, and then go into the next and complete a half double crochet. And again, we do this all the way to the end. For the final stitch, I go through both loops, and then we're gonna start the third row. But for now, just do your back loop half double crochets, and then when you get to the end, come back to the video and I will show you what to do for the third row, and then we will repeat a few steps of this until we have a number of rows. Okay, so for now, complete this, and when you get to this end, come back to the video and we will move on together. Okay, my lovelies, so I have completed the second row. So this is, as you can see, a shorter stitch compared to the double crochet stitch, and this is pretty much this dented area here that we just completed. And now I'm going to start the third row, and I will have you guys repeat what we did for row 1 and 2 for a couple of rows. So for row 2, I'm going to do a chain 2 and turn, and then it counts as a double crochet. So in the next, so we skip that stage where this one is coming through, obviously. So in the next one, we're going to complete a double crochet in the back loop, just like that. Then we're going to go into the next stitch and complete a double crochet, and into the next stitch, and again we're just doing everything in the back loop of the stitches so that we can create this effect here. Okay, so we're gonna continue with this row all the way to the end, and like I said, we will repeat this a few times. So just to talk about what we're repeating, so as you can see, we started with a row of double crochet, and then we did a half double crochet in the back loop. Now we're doing a row of double crochet in the back loop. The next row we do is a half double crochet in the back loop, and then we will do another row of double crochet in the back loop. And so we're going to end up doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to have 6 rows that we're alternating like this. The last 2 rows are one of them, the last one, I guess like the second last one, is a row of double crochet in the back loop, and then the next one is just a normal double crochet stitch row. Okay, so I hope I'm not confusing you like that. So again, what I will probably just ask you to do is, when you finish this row of double crochets in the back loop, do another row of half double crochet in the back loop, and then after that do another row of double crochet in the back loop. So altogether you will have 5 rows. So you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you have the 5 rows completed, so which means you will end with a row of double crochet in the back loop. When you finish that, come back to the video. I will show you how to do another row of double crochet, and then how to do a different stitch, which is pretty much this stitch here. And then we will do a row of double crochet in the middle, and then we repeat this here, and then we finish off literally the same way like this. But for now, just finish your 5 rows, which is you're alternating the half double crochet and the double crochets in the back loop, and then you will come back to the video. Okay, so I will see you guys after you have done 5 rows of these alternations. Okay, my lovelies, so I have completed my 5 rows here, and as you can see, I alternated between a double crochet row and a half double crochet row, all working into the back loop. And as you can see, this is pretty much this section here we just did. Okay, so as you can see, very similar. So we just completed 5 rows. We're gonna do a 6th row of double crochet, and then we're gonna work into this like textured area in the middle here. Okay, so to do that, we're first just gonna do a row of double crochet, and it's going to be a row of just a regular double crochet. You don't go in the back loop, you just work a row of double crochet. So I'm gonna show you how to start that, and then I will have you guys finish it, and then we will do the next row together. Okay, so again, because we're doing a double crochet row, we're gonna do a chain of 2, which counts as a double crochet. We will turn, and then we're gonna skip obviously this row here, or this stitch here that is connected to the chain 2. We're gonna go into the next, and we're gonna complete a double crochet, and then we're gonna go into the next stitch and complete a double crochet, And as you can see, just like I said, we're not going into the back loop like we've done the other double crochet and half double crochet rows. We just go through both loops to complete our our double crochets. Okay, so again, you're going to do these all the way to the end of the row. When you get there, come back to the video and we will start the 6th row together. Okay, see you guys in a bit. Okay, my lovely, so I have completed this second row here of the double crochet stitches just in the regular stitches as opposed to just the back loop. And so this is how it looks like. So we're going to use this last row of double crochet here to do our front post, back post double crochets. So to do that, I'm going to start by doing a chain of 2 and turning. And then, so this counts as a double crochet. And in the next stitch, so this here where this the next double crochet from the previous row is, I'm going to yarn over and do a front post. So which means I yarn over and put my hook behind that stitch, that double crochet, bring my hook back. I have my 3 loops on the hook. I yarn over, I go through the first 2 loops, then I yarn over and go through the remaining 2 loops. Okay, so that's a front post double crochet like this. So for the next stitch here, I'm going to be working a back post double crochet. So I'm going to yarn over and grab that double crochet from the back like this. I will have my 3 loops on the hook. I yarn over, go through the first 2 loops, yarn over, go through the last 2 loops. And then in the next one here, I will do a front post double crochet. So I yarn over, grab my yarn from the front like this, and then go through the first 2 loops and then the final 2 loops. Okay, so this is alternating a front post double crochet and a back post double crochet, and we're going to do these all the way. And for the final one here, we just do a normal double crochet on top of the chain 2 that we started that row with. Okay, so go ahead and complete this row and then come back to the video so I can show you how to do the next one. Okay, my lovelies, so I have completed the front post, back post double crochet row, and as you can see, this is how it looks. And this is pretty much this section. Now we have just completed this here. So if I was to turn it like this, which is how the row is going to be, you can tell it's just this section here. So I just completed this section here. Okay, so we're almost halfway through our full scarf. So I'm going to start the next row by doing a chain of 2 and turning. And with this row, we just do another row of double crochet. So you just go into the next stitch and complete your normal double crochet. And there's nothing too complicated in this one. You're just going through both loops and completing your double crochet. So go ahead and do this all the way to the end. And actually, we're doing 2 rows of this. We're doing 2 rows because we have a row that is going to be this section that kind of stands in the middle. And the next row is going to be where we do the next row of the front post, back post, double crochet alternation again. So go ahead and complete this row and the next row. They're just exactly the same row, which is a row of regular double crochets. And when you have both, go ahead and do the next row after that, which is the front post, back post, double crochets. So that would be a 3rd row in. And then when you finish that, do another row of a regular double crochet and then come back to the video. So you will do this row, another row of double crochet, a row of front post, back post, double crochet, a row of double crochet, then come back. Okay, so I will see you guys after you've completed that number of rows. Okay, my lovelies, so as you can see here, I completed a total of 4 rows of camera. So as we left, I was working on this double crochet row and just a normal double crochet row, and then underneath the post here I also did a normal double crochet row, and then a row of the front post, back post, double crochet, and then I just did the double crochet row, which is just again normal double crochet row. So as you can see, this is how it looks like, and that row is just this row right here. So we have 4 more rows to finish, and then our project is done. If you're making the width that I'm making here, obviously if you want to make it wider, then you will probably repeat this kind of pattern in the middle here 1 more time before you do the final 4 rows of the alternation of half double crochet in the back loop and the double crochet in the back loop. But I will not show you guys any further here, because all you will do is for the next 4 rows, the next row that you would do here is the half double crochet row in the back loop, which is this one here, which is this section here, actually this section here. And then you will do a row of double crochet in the back loop, a row of half double crochet in the back loop, and then finally a double crochet row in the back loop. And then this is what we're working on. So this section here is the section that we will be finishing here. So you guys will know how to do that. So instead of showing you guys how to repeat what we did on the other side here, you just continue and duplicate it exactly the same on the other side. So you have 4 more rows to go. So a half double crochet row in the back loop follows next, then a double crochet row, then a half double crochet row, and then a double crochet row. All these we're working in the back loop of the stitches. Okay, so this is pretty much how your work will then look after you have finished. So just so you guys can see again, if you look at the sample, if you flip the work this side, this is how it looks like. This is the pattern here, is this pattern here. Okay, and if you flip the work this way, okay, this way, then this is what you get with this side here. So as you can see, this is exactly this pattern here, and then the middle section, and then we would finish up on that like that. All right, so I'm not gonna obviously show you guys how to do that part there because it's very simple, but I will just kind of quickly show you guys obviously how this look like. I told you the length of my actual scarf for my husband is 63 inches, and for the width, if I can just measure that so you guys can see that as well. So for the width, it's I think about 6 or 7 inches. It's 6 inches long. Okay, so oh, there you go, 6 inches for the width. And I think he said he liked it like this because you can just kind of wrap it around his neck and tuck it underneath his coat, winter coat, and then it's all done and good with, not too chunky. He has a few chunky ones that I've made him in the past, but he wanted something that is a little bit smaller in terms of its narrow. Okay. All right, well, thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed making these ones. I don't make too many wearables for men on my channel, but every now and then I would make my husband something. So check out to see, especially in the scarf section, you will probably find that I've done some scarves for him in the past. But yeah, thank you so much again for watching this one to the end. Hopefully you will make this one for your husband, boyfriend, even girlfriend. Like this is pretty much unisex, but I think it looks much better for men usually. But yeah, this is what you would be getting at the end of it. Use any color of your choice, any color that fits who you are making it for. If you're making for yourself, whatever favorite color you have, this is what you're going to be making it with, okay? So hopefully you enjoyed it. Thank you so much again, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.